bit warmer with sunshine in the mid-30s. I'm meteorologist Sean Cable on the mighty 1630 KCJJ. Currently, it's 28.
It's time now for Library Corner.
It's one of our favorite shows of the month, and
It's a holiday
equally
edition.
blessed because we've got Sam Helmick here from the Iowa City Public Library.
Oh, good morning. It's so good to see you both. How you doing?
Good. She's a traveling.
Where have you been?
Since I saw you last, let's see, Washington, D.C., Chicago, Minneapolis, and New York.
What is your official title? President of?
I'm the president-elect of the American Library Association.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
But
Since we last met, I've been at Hy-Vee, I've been at the Bread Garden,
UIHC.
Walgreens.
ooh, so my other necks of the woods, because I'm on the bookmobile at Hy-Vee. Yeah, come see me. Yeah, it's good to see you. I brought you a snack.
Thank you.
Happy holidays. I'll make sure you get this
Thank you very
almond
much.
bark. Yeah, but it's the most wonderful time of the year, winter reading program at the library.
Back in the day, that was almost like a punishment. Like, you're going to make me read over the holidays. But as you get older, it's kind of like, I got a little extra time. Maybe I'll read a book or something.
Yeah, it's wonderful, too, because Spare Me Bowling is giving tickets to kids who read 10 books between, December 21st and February 18th. And then the children's department have these cute little hot cocoa mugs with a cute little fox on it. So you'll win that and a Spare Me Bowling ticket, and it will be fun. But then adults like us, we only have to read 3. And we also get a hot cocoa mug. And they'll put us in for a $50 prize drawing from Downtown District. $50. I could spend that pretty easy downtown.
Oh, yeah, no sweat.
Yeah, definitely.
Have you been to Spare Me before?
I have been. They have a video game arcade, too. It's a lot of fun. Have you been to Spare Me?
I have not. I haven't bowled in quite a while, but I've always wanted. When I heard that was being built, I thought, what a great place to go.
I'm terrible at it, so when my friends make fun of me, I say, spare me.
Really,
Well,
if you're bad
what's
at
your
bowling,
average?
how bad could it be?
Yeah, what's your average?
Oh, you want an actual number.
Can you break 100?
If I bring cash, yeah, that's about it. Do you know those little inflatable bumpers that they put on both sides?
Yeah. Is that more your speed?
Yeah, I don't think you lose valor asking for that.
See, my problem.
Thinks I need that on the road.
Yeah, probably. See, my problem is there's always beer when there's bowling.
Oh.
And I start off pretty good after I have a beer.
Oh.
But if you have 2 or 3, it get progressively.
Oddly enough, it makes me better.
Yeah, for some people it does. I did bowl my best frame ever when I was pretty toasted on my birthday several years back.
That's a wonderful memory. I hear people get clear up to the 3 digits sometimes, which sounds marvelous to me. But so that's why I'm going to be reading those 3 books. That's probably where I'll be spending my time.
There you go.
Yeah. And we really appreciate our sponsors for those programs, the Downtown District. But also, can I just spend a moment of gratitude? You all give us a mic once a month, and you let us connect with our patrons, and it's really fun to come in and hang out with you and talk about books. So thank you so much.
Well,
very grateful.
you come in, Manny comes in, we have other folks come in, and it's always nice to talk to you because
come in, and then go out, and come in.
Like a house cat.
Yeah, it's a waste of heat and air conditioning.
Oh. Now, you've got special hours for the holidays, I would imagine, like everybody else.
Yeah, let's see. So we will be open a little while on Christmas Eve, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Christmas Day will close. And then for a little while on New Year's Eve, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., you can come in and get your library books and hang out with us in the Digital Media Lab. And then on New Year's Day, we will be closed. Our bookmobile also has some special hours. I'm going to take it off the road for a minute, let it get some maintenance done, freshen up those books, dust some things off. So we will close between December 23rd and open again on January 8th. But I don't expect you to hop out just that first day, so we'll hold your materials until the 15th. So half the bookmobile will be people's reservations for the first few weeks.
Cool.
Yeah.
I remember previous holidays, you guys would have like a kiddie New Year's Eve celebration.
Yes, they're going to do something special for I think it's New Year's Eve again this year.
Oh, are they really? That's cool.
They don't age gate either, so I hop into the children's room every year and celebrate. And then
I can't remember the last time I was awake on New Year's Eve.
Oh, you don't watch the ball drop?
No. I'm usually working
when
next
you get
day.
this old, you don't want to see things like that.
Well, the older I get, the younger those kids get, too. They're very excited about 2025 in a way that I have not quite managed yet.
Yeah, and then when they, all the musical guests are like, who are they? I'm a little more hip now that I'm kind of into it a little bit more.
Do you remember watching the bands from the Millennium? I think Third Eye Blind was the band that I watched that year. It was fantastic. I still remember it. Yeah. I was 5. No.
God.
It was fantastic. So, yeah, we'll have a place in the Storytime room for kiddos to come in and celebrate the brand new year. But then also during holiday break, our children's department just go into full swing. There's something to do passively and actively every hour of the day that we're open. So if you're looking for a fun place to go and you don't feel like reading's a punishment during holiday break, like some people might have, we'd absolutely love to have you at 123 South Lynn Street downtown Iowa City.
Have you got anything that you're currently reading that jumps out at you?
So, our staff that do the collection development are excellent. They put these lists on icpl.org of books that they would recommend. Mm-hmm. And so our collection services manager, Ann Mangano, has deep dive nonfiction. And I'm going to actually probably take out 5 of those on her list and ruin it for everybody else during the holiday break because I like some deep dive nonfiction. But when I don't know what I want to read, checking out those staff lists are really helpful.
I see. Okay. Yeah, that is always helpful because, unless you're like totally locked into the literary scene, you don't know what's coming out.
No.
Obviously, when a celebrity or a politician writes a book, it's on the news somewhere, and you think about maybe picking it up, but and you go through a bookstore and you're like, when did this come out? And it's been out for like a year or two.
Oh, that just happened to me. On the second floor right now, we have celebrity memoirs, and Michelle Obama's book was on it, and I picked it up last week because I was like, oh my goodness, I forgot to read this, and it's been out for a minute.
It's excellent.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Spoiler alert, I think she was the first lady.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty incredible.
And there's another one, some guy named Clinton put out another one.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I heard he was president once.
Oh, I thought you meant George Clinton. I got really excited. Parliament Funk. Yeah, Funk Parliament. Yeah. What was their group called? The
Funkadelic.
Funkadelic. There it is. He's over here making up words. I don't know what to do with that. We actually have books that have made up words in them, too. So if you need a limerick or a poetry book, let us know. We've got you going in the 800s.
Dr. Seuss was a pro at that.
Yes, he was, yeah. So definitely going to be checking out some of those deep fiction dives. And I just love it because if anybody in the entire community is going to know what's new and fun, book-wise coming out, it's going to be those selectors on the second floor of the library. And they make sure to tell you what's good and what's coming, but also those books you missed a couple years ago. So it's just a lot of fun.
Yeah, and there's a lot of books out for holiday gift giving, and like you said, you can always go to the library and read them for free. Just all you have to do is have a library card.
It absolutely complements my book budget because I still buy a lot of books, and folks are like, "Don't you work at a library? What's wrong with you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, but that just complements what I'm trying to purchase locally from our bookstores here."
Yeah, and you guys have done a lot of neat stuff. Like you've pretty much done away with the late fees and things like that. Which is such a nice thing because, there are people that would not go to the library anymore because they had fines.
I sort of felt like the Grinch when I would charge somebody 15 cents because something had come back a day late.
Yeah, right.
Knowing that people have busy lives. So, and then, like the bookmobile is going to be closed for a minute. We always have those external book drops, but life gets busy. And so it's really nice for folks to not have to sweat that. My other nice little present I like to tell people about is that automatic renewal. So if you have checked out a book and nobody else wants it, it will automatically renew in our system for you. You don't have to call us. You don't have to sweat it. The only time that wouldn't automatically happen is if somebody else wants it. And that's kind of nice because you forget to go online and renew your books.
How do you know?
So the library will send you a message, and you can see whether something is due or whether or not it just automatically kicked it up for you, or you can pull up your account at icpl.org.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Well, this is a good time to, grab a good book and get away from the family if they're annoying at the holidays and find a place on the porch or in the basement somewhere.
After you bring up politics.
After you bring up politics.
Then
that usually scatters the room.
Yeah.
I like that. And so instead of going out and grabbing extra cranberry sauce, you can be like, I got to go to the library real quick. I'll see you in 5 hours. That sounds wonderful. Escape at the Iowa City Public Library. That sounds delightful. Yeah, well, I hope to see you both at the library or on the bookmobile and to talk to you about your winter reading program because we could be enjoying our next session over some hot cocoa. I could bring you all some mugs.
That would be nice.
I'm still, I have books that have bookmarks in them that I've forgotten that I didn't finish. Like, wasn't last year or the year before that Bob Dylan put out that book about all the different songs and how they were written and his take on them. I'm about 7/8 of the way through that. It's still
I'm
haven't finished
halfway
it.
through because I got the book.
I do too.
Yeah, I'm about halfway through.
And I'm trying
Looking
to
forward to the Dylan movie.
the
Oh,
movie.
with
Yeah.
Timothy Chalamet. Yeah, I
Yes.
think that's how you say his name. That looks
Yeah.
really good. Yeah. Well, I just finished Tipping Point, and now I'm reading Malcolm Gladwell's Revenge of Tipping Point, and so far it's very fascinating talking about social structures and how we influence each other, and who are those people in your life that kind of change course for us socially and historically.
Neat.
Yeah.
Well, there's all kinds of neat stuff out there. I'm currently reading a book I got at one of the book sales
Oh,
about the year 1968.
thank you for supporting the Friends Foundation.
And
That's fantastic.
it is
Yeah.
challenging. Let's put it that way, because there's
Big words or
big. Yes, big. That's really actually you're right. Big words are trying to explain geopolitical status and all this stuff, and it goes back and forth to like from culture to world domination and stuff like that, and so it's a little hard to follow.
You know, this is why I like Libby, because if I tap on a word, it will give me the definition of it. And I don't know about y'all, but I sometimes like to go down the etymology rabbit hole to know where this word came from.
But it's kind of like
fascinating.
reading All the President's Men for the first time, because there's so many different characters, and it's hard to keep track of who's doing what and when they were doing it.
It's not called Some of the President's Men.
No, it's not.
no, not a few.
A few good men with the president.
I have now all three of those books: All the President's Men, The Final Days, and then the one that was written about Deep Throat.
Oh, I bet those are fascinating.
They
to
really
read.
are. There's
Oh,
there's some dirty politics in there.
Oh my goodness! And you got those at a friend's sale that supported
Yeah,
the library. Thank
yeah.
you so much. That's fantastic.
Yeah, so next year I got to start purging again because I'm running out of room.
That's the perennial problem.
I can't get up with this book. I love it so much. When was the last time you opened it? 1975?
I didn't come here to answer questions.
Yeah, really. But it's so cool.
And so I hope that you both will utilize the library to support your holiday budget, because we really want to make sure that folks' books budget go as far as possible. And we've got some pretty good contemporary political books for you, too.
I need to go in there and browse your music selection again. It's been a while since I've done that.
Yeah,
So,
it's a lot of fun.
yep.
Yeah, we're not a library doing it, but I'm starting to see vinyl come back. I was in an airport last week, and they had vinyl for sale, and I thought, can you imagine carrying vinyl in your carry-on? I'm not sure that's something I would want to do.
You know, Target used to have the day after Christmas sale, and they had all these cutout. They're called cutouts.
Yeah.
That overproduced them, and they just they were returned to the factory or whatever. So they put a little notch in them.
Yeah.
And they sold them for like $2 or $3.
Yeah.
And there would be aisles of them, and there'd be you'd have to go through thousands of these things to find the one that you were looking for. There might be 100 Christmas albums of the same kind, and then you'd find this like obscure album that you're like, oh, I didn't know this even existed, and it was so cool. Those days are long gone, but vinyl is making a comeback for sure.
It's fantastic. So, yeah.
Yeah, turntables. The price of turntables now it's ridiculous.
Are they bad?
Yeah.
Well, my daughter in Colorado, the girls bought me a one of those portable vinyl players
Yeah.
for like $100 or something like that. Now I'm old school. I wouldn't even buy a turntable for $100. Usually I spend at least $2.
Yeah.
And then you got to buy the cartridge, to play this thing. So I still have my components stereo that still runs.
Yeah.
And then so she goes, well, the player you got me broke, so we went and bought a new one. I said, what'd you pay, $49.99? She goes, yeah. I go, oh my God, what's wrong with you? Buying these brand new vinyl records and then putting them, with the tone arm.
There's a little suitcase.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like eating.
Turntables that I had when I was like a child.
Yeah, but they weigh about half as much, and
Yeah, and they
the
don't.
sound quality's just.
It's like eating beef Wellington on a paper plate. It just doesn't feel
yeah,
right.
Yeah, for the old school folks, you just shake your head.
Oh, well, it's been an absolute delight, and I really hope you both have a wonderful holiday season.
I'll try to make Steve's as happy as he possibly can have.
Sure.
I'll stay away from him. Thanks, Sam.
Thank you,
too.
Sam.
Merry Christmas from the mighty 1630.